Hey guys, Harry Thomas here, and welcome to my second Q&A. Thank you all for your awesome questions. So without further ado, let me give the awesome answers that your awesome questions deserve. Ongoing Gamer X asked me two questions. Do you play video games or not? And do you watch South Park? Thank you so much, buddy, and awesome questions. Well, yes, I do play video games. I have a PS2. I know it's really old now, but I still have it for nostalgic reasons, and I have an Xbox 360 which I recently updated, and I now have a PS4. Which the games I usually play are Lego games. So yeah, they're great fun. And do I watch South Park? I do. Yes, I do watch South Park. I love it. I am a big fan. It's the best R-rated cartoon ever. Louis Ben asks if you could bring back one character, one villain, and one planet to Doctor Who. What ones would you pick and why? Thank you so much, Louis, and awesome question. Of course, we are both big Doctor Who fans, me and him, so this should be easy. The one character I would bring back to Doctor Who was have to be the face of Bo. I really miss the face of Bo. He was such a fascinating, intriguing, and timeless character. It was such a shame that they killed him off too early in Gridlock. Even though his death was really powerful, I wouldn't mind him returning again. It would be delightful. I'd rather see the face of Bo again than freaking River Song every freaking time that Stephen Moffat's brought her back. And the one villain I bring back would definitely be the Sycorax. I hope the Sycorax do return in Series 10, because obviously if the wife of the chief Sycorax would obviously want revenge on the Doctor for murdering the Sycorax leader in the Christmas invasion, so that's a definite possibility. And the one planet I would bring back to Doctor Who, oh gosh, well, there are many great planets I'd love to see return, but I'd love to see Clom, or maybe Raxacoricothalabertoris, because we've never actually seen those planets. We've just been told about them. So to actually see them brought to life would be magnificent. And Alice Lucy asks, what other movies are you planning on reviewing this year, and what do you want? Where do you want to be in 5 years' time? Well, thank you so much, Alice, and truly awesome question. Well, what other movies am I looking forward to this year? Well, obviously Star Wars: The Last Jedi, War for the Planet of the Apes, Wonder Woman, Justice League. I already seen Lego Batman. Oh, so Cars 3, Baywatch, and Spider-Man: Homecoming, and yeah, those would be the other movies I'm really excited about this year. And where do I want to be in 5 years' time? I want to, well, obviously be, hopefully get into the movie industry. Hopefully I will become the movie director and filmmaker I have always aspired to be, with a bit of luck, and I hopefully to find somebody special, the girl I love, to be happy in the future. And now Joseph Reviews asked me four questions. Who is your favourite film director? What is your favourite movie from that director? What movies did you grow up with? What is your favourite film genre? Thank you so much, Joseph. Awesome questions. Oh my gosh. Well, favourite movie director, easy, James Cameron. Favourite movie from that director, again, easy, Avatar. And what movies did you grow up with? Oh, all the Disney classics. They were the earliest movies I ever got to see. And what is your favourite film genre? Well, my favourite movie genre is fantasy and sci-fi. I just would love to enter another world, and they always blow me away. I always just love escapism in the movies. I mean, I still love other genres as well. I still love reality, but fantasy and sci-fi would be my two personal favourites. Now, Film Buff asks me 10 questions. Who is your favourite Doctor in Doctor Who? David Tennant. What are some of your favourite TV shows from your childhood. The Simpsons and SpongeBob SquarePants and Arthur and the Wild Thornberrys and the Rugrats. Yeah, and what do you want to? Who do you want to replace Peter Capaldi as the 13th Doctor this Christmas? Oh gosh, how do I answer that? Well, I wouldn't mind either Ian McKellen or Eddie Redmayne being the 13th Doctor, or maybe even a female Doctor, like Hayley Atwell. Apart from the Joker, who is your favourite Batman villain of all time? Bane, easy. What are some of your all-time favourites Disney movies? All-time favourite Disney movies: The Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Little Mermaid, and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And Pinocchio and Bambi as well. What film would you take a TARDIS or DeLorean and travel back in time to witness the making of? I would love to see the making of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, or the original Star Wars trilogy, or Harry Potter franchise. That would be absolutely wonderful, but very hard question. And Marvel or DC? DC by a margin. And what is your all-time favourite Doctor Who story? Stolen Earth and Journey's End. Who would win in a fight to the death between Davros or Emperor Palpatine? Oh, that's really hard. I'd say it would be a tie, because they can both shoot lightning as their fingers, but it would be very close. And how much you really hate the idea of Disney doing live-action remakes of their animated classics, but my question is, do you count 101 Dalmatians, the remake, as a live-action remake or not? Because I do. Well, yes, absolutely. That remake was decent. I give that one a pass, because at least at that time Disney wasn't remaking everything. So thanks, buddy. Awesome questions. And Osgood Orbit asks me 5 questions. If you could remake a film, what would it be? The Last Airbender, without question. That movie has so much potential. A remake would definitely be needed to improve that. Who would play you in a BO of life? I'm sorry, I'm not sure what that question means. But who's your favourite Star Wars character and worst Star Wars character? But you can't pick Jar Jar. Lol. Well, my favourite Star Wars character would currently be Rey. Rey is awesome. And worst Star Wars character would be Viceroy Gunray, the Trade Federation guys. And if you could cross over 2 movie franchises, what would they be? Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. That would be epic to see Gandalf meet Dumbledore. And if you could delete a film from history, what would it be? 50 Shades of Grey and 50 Shades Darker. I fucking absolutely despise those pieces of shit. So thanks, Osgood. And Hockey Guy 1 asks, which film is worse than the last? Which one was worse, The Last Airbender or Dragon Ball Evolution? Oh, Dragon Ball Evolution, without question. That could use a remake as well. What was the first movie you saw in theatres? I'm sorry, I don't remember the first movie I saw in theatres. Maybe I think it was actually the Disney Tarzan from 1999. And what are your hobbies? Making YouTube videos, spending time with my friends and family, and doing my artwork. Who is your favourite Star Wars character? Rey, like I've said. Who is your favourite superhero? Batman. And Jack McCullough asks, what's your favourite film? Avatar, by far. What classic Doctor Who stories have you seen? I've seen the entire first season of the William Hartnell era of Doctor Who, really getting into the classic era. And who's your favourite classic Doctor? Tom Baker. Who? What's your favourite classic story and least favourite classic story? Favourite classic story: Genesis of the Daleks. Least favourite classic story: The Twin Dilemma. And what inspired you to do YouTube? Seeing Jeremy Jorns, Grace Randolph, and Chris Stuckman particularly talk about movies, and seeing others express their thoughts and opinions about movies. I've been a movie fan ever since I was 10, so I thought, why not do the same? So thanks, Jack. And also, guys, Jack very sadly has gone down in subscribers because even though I did a shout out to him that got him to 100, sadly a troll just convinced people to unsubscribe to him, that's so awful. That's so terrible that has happened to Jack. So I'm doing another shout out to him. So please help subscribe to him and help him if you are not, and help him reach 100 again, if not more, because he really deserves it. And yeah, Jordan Spicer asks, would you review all the James Bond movies? What's your comic book movie that's not Marvel or DC? Well, thank you, Jordan. Awesome question. I will review all the James Bond movies eventually, but I will start with the Daniel Craig era first, because that's my favourite era. And what's my favourite comic book movie that isn't Marvel or DC? Oh gosh, that's hard. Probably Kick-Ass if I had to choose. No Stars Reviews asks, what do you think is the worst movie based off a video game? If you could have a remake of any movie, what would it be and why? If there was ever a Dalek from Doctor Who that could use the Force, how screwed would the world be? Thanks, buddy. Awesome questions. Well, worst movie based off a video game, Mortal Kombat. And if you could remake any movie, like I said, The Last Airbender and Dragon Ball Evolution, I'd remake Fan 4 Stick as well. And if there was ever a Dalek from Doctor Who that could use the Force, oh fuck. The world would be fucking screwed. Would we even have a chance? Yeah. So thanks, No Stars Review. And Ryan O'Toole asks 6 questions. What are your top 5 favourite movie villains of all time? Well, Sauron from Lord of the Rings, Voldemort from Harry Potter, Scar from The Lion King, Quaritch from Avatar, and Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. And what are you excited for Power Rangers next week? Well, I'm kind of looking forward to it, but I'm also a little skeptical. But I'm not the most excited for it in the world. But what's it's the hardest drawing you've had to draw for your intros? Thanks, Ryan. Really appreciate you like my artwork. Well, the hardest one I've ever had to draw, probably the ones for my Star Wars reviews last December. They were really detailed and epic, and I had to make them really satisfying, and they took a long time. Who is better, Indiana Jones or Han Solo? Oh, I love both the same. I can't decide. They're both equally as cool. Since Disney's turning their classic movies into live action, which one do you think would be great? Lion King and Mulan or Little Mermaid? I don't want any of them to be remade, sorry Ryan, but if I had to choose, probably Mulan would be the best of them all, even if that isn't saying much. If you had no choice but to kill one of these Disney villains for their actions, who would it be, Gaston or Scar? Well, they're both pure evil, but I'd have to say Scar is more evil than Gaston. I mean, think about it. Scar made his nephew believe that it was his fault that his father was killed, and attempted to assassinate his nephew and destroyed the Pride lands, and he didn't give a shit if his subjects were starving. I can't think of anything more unsalvageable. So yeah, thank you guys. I will answer the remaining questions in part 2 of my Q&A. I'll see you then. Bye.